All poets smell like the ocean. Saturday, about 10 a.m. Finish with the morning chores. My apartment belligerently clean. A guest coming over might get the impression that this place is the domicile of a 45-year-old shrew. My thoughts turn to poetry. I examine my shelf of books, my storehouses of wisdom, my silos of literary insights, for these eyes which have served as manure chutes for printed truths. I see I've read over 100 of them. I ask myself, is that enough? I wish I had more time to read the Bible, to read the Tao, to peruse my fatty red world poetry anthology, thick and juicy as a steak, so that I could embroider into the seamless garments of my poems ancient jewels, like But woe to you, Pharisees! You give a tenth of your mint, your rue, and every herb, yet you neglect justice and love for God. But you should have done these things without neglecting the others. Woe to you, Pharisees! You love the best seats in the synagogues and elaborate greetings in the marketplaces. Woe to you! You're like unmarked graves and people walk over them without realizing it. Or the wise teach without telling, allow without commanding, have without possessing, care without claiming. In this way we harvest eternal importance, because importance is never announced. Or the night we stayed at Summit Temple, I could reach up and touch the stars. We did not dare talk aloud for fear of disturbing those in heaven. But I prefer my apartment clean. Besides, I have a little secret that I'm careful with whom I share. Outside my window, the cedar boughs drooping with their wisdom, the rhododendrons aflame with truth. In the yard, the robins plucking insights from the soil with their little beaks. The world in its grandeur, sapient and alive, so much so that I must veil myself to make this place I live more dim. Sometimes still, I spend an hour with the book of poems, as I might take a stroll through a neighbor's garden, admiring how they turned the brittle earth to bloom. But then I always go back to my own little plot of soil to see where there's blackberries requesting to be torn out. And I check on those things coming near to bud. And I fashion up a brilliant and unreplicatable bouquet, and I wait to see what unsuspecting soul might be coming down the way, dreary, drooping, dying, to be made a gift. Thank you.
Yeah.